Okay, good morning everybody. Today we are going to learn about the interrupt. Previously, we described we learned to know the brief idea of interrupt. At the time of the 8085 pin diagram, we learned what is interrupt. I told you with some example. So, interrupt basically, uh, from the name, it is clear. Interrupts mean which break the normal sequence. When you're doing something and others break your normal sequence, that is called interrupt. So in the 8085, the process is same. So interrupt is a mechanism. Here it is written. Interrupt is a mechanism by which CPU or processor may transfer its control from its current execution to the another program more important priority program. Okay, that's mean uh, the interrupt is a mechanism. As the 8085 works some function written program, work on some written program. So interrupt is a mechanism by which the CPU brings something. So suppose CPU is performing this addition program, and that time others devices are uh, interrupt to 8085 or CPU. That time, if the priority of this other program is more than the addition, then the interrupt will be occur. So during the interrupt, we take a example. So take an example of the classroom. Okay. So uh, in the classroom, suppose I am in the classroom uh, and you are all present here. Okay. So here 8085, that means processor, me myself is a processor. I am giving some lecture on some topic. I am doing some process, uh, doing my duties, doing my process. So I am here processor, and all the students are here the input output device or peripheral devices which are connected to the processor, to me. They are listening to me. Okay. So the here the normal sequence is I'm giving some lecture on some topic, predetermined topic, and all the input output device peripheral devices are listening quietly. Okay. At the mid time, others peripheral device which is come from the door, that is a late comer who came to me and called me, may I come in, sir? That's mean that's mean the that student is a interrupt to me because I am doing something for that student. I have to stop my duty and I have to do something, do tell something, told something that you may come or you may not come. That is difference. But I have to stop my duty and I have to entertain that student. So here the entertainment for that student is called a interrupt occur in the processor. Okay. So in this way, CPU also entertain others peripheral device if the priority is high, more importance or more important devices. When the devices are connected to the interrupt line to 8085 or processor CPU, that time CPU, what does CPU do its current operation, perform its current operation, and entertain that peripheral devices and stop its personal work. Okay, that's mean that addition program is stopped and goes to that input output devices and perform for these interrupt devices. Okay, so this is the interrupt. Okay, so, so when the interrupt occurs, the program or routine that is executed upon the interrupt is called interrupt service routine. That is written. What is interrupt service routine? Interrupt service routine, nothing but a program. Okay, a pre-written program. Okay, that is called interrupt service routine. When it is occurred, when some interrupts come to me, I'm in the classroom, and one student told me, "May I come inside from the door?" So what I told that time, either we have to I have to allow to enter the room or not allowed to enter the room. That is depend on the time. So I have a predetermined program that when that type of interrupt will occur in the classroom, I have to watch the wall. I have to watch the my watch. Okay, I will check the watch and check the time. If the student is too much late, more than 20 minutes, more than 10 minutes, then I will not allow. So I will tell you, no, you may not come. So this is a program. This is a predetermined program. This is a program. Okay, that I have already written to me. If that type of interrupt come to me, I have to check my watch and give the appropriate answer. So this is my interrupt service routine. Like that example, 8085 or processor has a predetermined program for the interrupt. Okay, but that's mean when the interrupt comes, the processor complete its current message cycle and goes to that interrupt service routine. That's program where where the uh, where the some program is written for entertain the interrupt. How to entertain the interrupt? Okay, so that is called interrupt service routine. Okay, the interrupt service routine temporarily stop the processor must temporarily stop its current tasks and execute the ISR interrupt service routine, which I told. When the interrupt comes, processor temporarily stop its current message cycle or current operation and execute the entertain the ISR interrupt. Okay, using the ISR. So in this way, interrupts are served. Okay. So in the time of the pin diagram of 8085, I told the difference between halt signal and interrupt. Both time, both are is like a interrupt. Both are like a interrupt. But in the hold operation, what the processor does? Processor take the request, complete the current cycle, and give the data bus or address bus which is required for that devices which is connected to the hold signal and continue its operation. Okay, basically in hold and halt signal, halt pins, through the holds and halt pins, the DMA controller are connected. At the lecture of DMA controller, I will describe that how the DMA will connected with hold and halt signal. Okay, so in the hold and halt signal, the processor at after attaining come back to the main program and continuously do its own operation. But in the time of the interrupt, the 8085 or processor complete its current message cycle which is performed and stop the main program and entertain the interrupt which is occurred through the interrupt service routine. Okay, so like this way interrupt occurred and how the interrupt serves. Now the types of interrupt. So in the 8085, basically which I told here, which I have described, I am going to describe here. This is the interrupt of 8085. the interrupt of 8085 according to the its address location. Here it is written the number of interrupt are available: address, memory, ISR, vector interrupt, non-vector interrupt. I'm describing that step by step. The types of interrupt. The types of interrupt, that's mean the category of interrupt according to its operation, its uh, maskable properties or non-maskable properties, its vector address properties or non-vector address properties. Okay, so one by one I am going to describe here the types of interrupt. The first types, the vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt. What is meant vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt? There are basically in 8085 there are interrupt are categories in two types. In according to the address, these categories in two types. They are vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt. First, we describe what is vector interrupt. The vector interrupt basically there is a fixed address location. The vector interrupt are those interrupts which has a fixed address location for the ISR, because when the interrupt occurs, the ISR interrupt service routine will be there for that interrupt, and those interrupt has a fixed vector address. What is vector address? It is a address location or a memory location address where the program is written. That that point is fixed for that interrupt. That means when the RST 7.5, this is a interrupt of 8085. You all know that RST 7.5 is a interrupt. For this interrupt, there is a fixed address location. That's mean when the 8085 get the RST 7.5 from the other devices, it complete his machine cycle and goes to that ISR which is written on that particular address location from the memory on the memory. Okay, so vector interrupt are those interrupts which has a fixed vector address, that's the address location for ISR. Okay, for the different interrupt, that's mean ISR which is written is fixed address location for the difference. Like RST 7.5 there is a vector address location, RST 7.5 there is a vector address location, but that means these are fixed address location where my ISR interrupt service request routine are written. Okay, so this is the vector interrupt, and these are the useful for the small system. Small system, these are useful. So it goes to the example. The classroom. In the classroom, uh, in the classroom, I'm going same example. Some student come and told me, "May I come in, sir?" Okay. So I have a fixed address, fixed program, which is written on my memory that I will check my watch. Okay. So here the ISR is written to my memory location, my brain memory location, fixed memory location. When it is useful, when the interrupt will come from the your your batchmate, when the your batchmate will knock to my door, that means your second year student, some second year student come and knocked me, then may I come in, sir? So that time my vector address location for that student, I know that, so I will go to this location and I perform that ISR. Okay, but if the student is not belongs to the second year, maybe third year student, maybe fourth year student, they have some announcement, so I can't told that no, you may not come, you are late. It's not, they are not a student of my class. So for that vector location is not written to my brain, so I have to check that interrupt and they will suggest me what have to do. Okay, they told me that I have an announcement, or sir, today I like this some news is there, so you have to do that. But that means the vector address location is supplied by the external devices that interrupt will occur. So that student told me what I have to do. Okay, so that's all called non-vector interrupt. That's are called non-vector interrupt. The non-vector interrupt are required the interrupt vector address to be supplied by the external devices. That student will be told me what the announcement, what the need he need. So this way I will allow, I will told you, yes, you give the announcement among the student. So I think it is clear what is vector address location, vector address, and what is vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt. Okay, so in the I come to again the 8085 interrupt. The 8085 interrupt, there are we know there are 5 hardware interrupts. Okay, so among these 5 hardware interrupts, there are RST 7.5, RST 6.5, and RST 5.5 and trap. These 4 interrupts are vector interrupt. That means for these 4 interrupts, there is a particular address location, and which address location are known by the processor, and where the ISR is written for that particular interrupt. Okay, and the rest interrupt, that is INTR. INTR is a non-vector interrupt. That means that all another classes students. Okay, so that vector interrupt is specified by the external device. So this is the vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt. I think clear to all. If any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Now come to the marketable interrupt and non-marketable interrupt. So I think I will describe at the time of the pin diagram what is marketable interrupt. I give you brief idea what is marketable interrupt and non-marketable interrupt. So so marketable and non-marketable. Come to from the name, it is clear. Marketable, that can be marks and cannot be marks. Okay, we give the example. Take the example. Um in the classroom, I'm doing some important problem, math. Okay. Basically, microprocessor, there is no such important math. Uh, Suppose I'm doing some important math calculation. Okay, so I told all the student, do not to disturb. Okay, so I aware that all the student, no, don't shout, don't make any noise, attentively hear or see what I'm doing here. Okay, but there are some student in the classes, every class, they are not so attentive. They always make some noise. They are doing some creating some problem. They are using mobile phone. They are talking to each other. So they are not uh, come to learn. They are just bored in hostel and come to college for time pass. Okay, so I aware all the students. So all the students are strong, attentively uh, watching on the board and here. Okay, try to understand what I am going to describe. But some student, 1 or 2 students are there, they are not. uh, doing, they are talking to each other. Okay, so here all the students are marksable. That's mean if I told they are not doing talking to they are uh, they are not talking to each other, they are not doing other activities, they are only uh, watch on the board and try to understand. But some two students, two or three students, those are not interested, they are non-markable interrupt. That is, they are not worry about what is going to learn, what they are going to learn. Okay, they are non-markable interrupt. So in the 8085, there are some interrupt which are non-markable. That means they are a bad student, they are not come to college or ready. So which one the non-markable interrupt? The trap. The trap is most fourth student in my classroom. Okay, and the rest of interrupt like RST 7.5, 5.5, and 6.5 are the markable interrupt. They are can marks. That means if I told them they will not disturb me, but if I told trap, the trap will going to disturb me every time. Okay, so I think I think markable interrupt and non-markable interrupt are also clear to all. That the non-markable interrupt is trap and markable interrupt are RST 7.5, 6.5, 5.5, and INTR. There are the markable interrupt. Okay. Now come to the hardware interrupt and software interrupt. What is hardware interrupt and software interrupt? It is also clear from the name, hardware interrupt and software interrupt. Basically, software means some program will be there. Hardware means some hardware will be there. So uh, up to here, we all know, we are know about the hardware interrupt because the pin diagram is the hardware of the 8085. In the 8085 pin diagram is the hardware of 8085, and there the 5 interrupt is there: trap, RST 7.5, 6.5, 5.5, and INTR. The 5 interrupt which I told before, these all are the hardware interrupt. That means the dedicated pin is there, dedicated hardware pin is there for that interrupt, and the interrupt which to occur through that dedicated pin. This pin is the gateway to interface the external devices or to microprocessor. Okay, through this dedicated pin, the 8085 and the input-output device are interface. Okay, that are the hardware interrupt, and the software interrupt, that's mean the program. Okay, so in the 8085, some interrupt are there which can be used by the programmer during the time of the program. Programmer can also interrupt the 8085. Okay, by the software interrupt. I think it is clear. Software interrupt. The software interrupt is this interrupt which is controlled by the programmer. The programmer, if programmer want to interrupt to 8085, the programmer use that instruction as the instruction that interrupt are available. Use that instruction and interrupt the 8085. Okay, and these interrupt are there are this type of interrupt are total 8 interrupt. Okay, I think I told at the time of the instruction there is RSTN. At the time of instruction I describe the instruction RSTN. The value of n is 0 to 7, total 8. Okay, that time I describe the n is 0 to 7 and their address location is n into, that's mean the number 0 to 7 into 8. Okay, so that's hexadecimal number for that interrupt address location. If you remember that, so so in this way the software interrupt are 8 software interrupt are there. That interrupt are RST 0, RST 1, RST 2 up to RST 70. Total 8 number of software interrupt are there, and the all these interrupt are my vector interrupt, because I told previously that the interrupt vector address are calculated by n into 8. That value is my hexadecimal number, that is my vector address location for that interrupt, and my ISI interrupt service routine is written that vector address location. Okay, so there are 8 software interrupt and 5 hardware interrupt. Okay, uh, so in the 8085 there are software interrupt are 8 number of software interrupts, RST 02, RST 7, and 5 hardware interrupt are there, that is RST uh, trap, RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5, and INTF. Okay, and the software interrupt, the all the software interrupt which are markable. Okay, and among the hardware interrupt there are one interrupt, the trap, which is non-markable interrupt. Okay, I think the types of interrupt are clear to all. There are vector interrupt according to the addressing. There are interrupt are two types: vector interrupt and non-vector interrupt. According to the operation, there are markable interrupt, non-markable interrupt, and according to the characteristics, there are hardware interrupt and software interrupt. Okay. Now the interrupt handling procedure. It is already described that when the interrupt signal is recognized, that time what program does, program complete its current message cycle. That means what the process is going on, it is completed fast. Okay, that means if there are some multiplication or some addition program, suppose some multiplication or some addition program is performed by the 8085. So what it does, uh, among that program, which line is performed, that line will be completed fast. Okay, so suppose as you know the 8-bit addition program, so we are now at the add b instruction. So what 8085 does, 8085 will complete the addition program, that means add a plus b, and the result will be stored at the A, and corresponding carry flag or flags will be set and reset. And if that time interrupt occur, the 8085 stop the increment the program counter value. If the program counter value is incremented, that means that after the addition add B instruction, the next instruction address will be stored. So what 8085 does, 8085 stop the increment the program counter and store the value of accumulator uh, stack pointer value at the stack pointer, and goes to the that particular ISR, interrupt service routine. That's mean main program is continue, interrupt occur, complete the current instruction, current message cycle, and store the program counter value, uh, register value, and the uh, flags value to the stack pointer, and entertain the ISR, the particular address location. If they are vector address location, vector interrupt. If they are not vector interrupt, the non-vector interrupt, then the ISR is address will be provided by external device, goes to that address location and ISR will be interrupt service routine will perform. Completing this ISR, automatically the processor come back to main program. How you will back? You need he need sorry it needs the program counter value which is stored in the stack pointer. So after the interrupt entertaining the interrupt, it goes to the stack pointer and come back to the main program. If again interrupt occur, then process will be like loops in this way. Okay. I think it is clear. So it is the interrupt, okay, the software interrupt, as I told before, RS027 and the vector address location corresponding interrupt is the vector interrupt according to the priority. According to the priority, the harder interrupt are categorized. The trap has a highest priority and INTR has a lowest priority. Okay, the five harder interrupt, among that interrupt, the trap has the highest priority, RST 7.2, third 6.5, 5.5, and INTR. These are the vector address location. That means these four are vector. These four are my vector interrupt. That means if trap, that means if any peripheral devices connected to the 8085 using the trap signal, the 8085 complete his current machine cycle and goes to this address location 0024H, that is the address location for the vector address location for the trap, and the ISR is written there, interrupt service request routine service routine are written there and perform according to this. Okay, these are the non-muxable interrupt. I told before that it is the most bad student in his classroom, so it is non-muxable interrupt. It is the level edge triggering. Okay, not required so much. Its priority is 1. Then RST is 7.5. Its vector address location is 003C H. That is its vector address location. This is non. This is muxable. This is a good student. It is edge and edge rise triggering, the edge triggering and level triggering. Okay, priority 2, RST 6.5, 002434, this is maxable, priority 3. This is also RST 5.5, 002C, this is maxable and priority 4. Now INTR, it is non-vector interrupt, so the vector address location is not specified. It is specified by the external devices which is connected to that interrupt line, which is specified by the that input output device which is connected to this LAT line. This is also maxable interrupt and priority is less. Less priority is interrupt is INTR. Okay, this is the diagram of the interrupt. The trap is the highest priority. It's non-muxable. So if any input output device comes through this trap signal using interrupt to trap signal 8085, no need to uh, no need to option any marks. Any priority is first. So serve to this line. These are the flip flops. Okay, so this is the basic interrupt. Okay, so in interrupt, I think it is clear to all. Interrupt, that means interrupt is a signal or mechanism which performed by the CPU to control transferring its current operation to a another program. Okay, so according to the interrupt address location, there are vector interrupt, non-vector interrupt, there are software interrupt, hardware interrupt, muxable interrupt, non-muxable interrupt. Okay, hardware interrupt, software interrupt, and the priority, according to the priority, trap is the highest priority and INTR is the lowest priority. Okay, so next class I will go details in the interrupt portion, that is we told here that we can program we can program the interrupt. Okay, that means we can marks interrupt, non-marks interrupt, how we can marks a interrupt or how we non-marks a interrupt. This is done by uh, the program. Okay, so we learn at the time of the instruction. There is a instruction sim instruction and read instruction, set interrupt marks and read interrupt marks. So these two instructions are used to set and read the interrupt status. Okay, so next class I will give some idea on sim and read instruction. Okay, thank you.